Congratulations, graduating class of 2023, and welcome everyone to Facing History New Tech commencement ceremonies. Welcome board member Ann Bigham, other board members, our CEO, Eric Gordon, fellow podium guests, principals, administration, families, friends, and supporters to the Facing History New Tech 2023 commencement. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to introduce our principal, Ms. Doris Reddick, to offer greetings to our graduates and attendees here today.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. My name is, like she said, is Doris Reddick. I am the interim principal and would like to welcome you to the Facing History New Tech High School 2023 graduation. I am honored to greet the 2023 graduates, their parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and the village, because it takes a village to work with our children. I would also like to welcome our esteemed guests, including our CMSD board member, Dr. Lisa Thomas, our keynote speaker, Dr. Natoya Walker-Minor, our network leader, Aaron Frew, and from the office, we also have Dr. Karen Thomas and our assistant principal, Melissa Suelo, and our incredible CEO, Eric Gordon. We also have in the audience Karen Shepard Askew. She is the program administrator for Virtual Academy, so we welcome her as well. We're here today to celebrate an awesome group of scholars. These young leaders were met with the traditional challenges of high school. But on top of that, they made it through a global pandemic, and they are here today, ready to step into the world and be the best they can be. A quote from a speech that Dr. Martin Luther King gave at Glenville High School in 1967 says, "Set out to do a good job, and do it so well that the living, the dead, or the unborn couldn't do a better job. Go into the world striving to do your absolute best in whatever you choose." I wish the class of 2023 all the luck in the world. Now at this time, I would like to introduce the Cleveland Metropolitan School District CEO, Eric Gordon. Mr. Gordon has overseen Cleveland schools for more than 11 years and has ushered in a host of reforms, including the launch of the Cleveland Plan, an education reform initiative aimed at improving students' performance district-wide, and the Say Yes to Education Scholarship Program. Mr. Gordon has worked tirelessly to improve CMSD. When asked why he chose now to step down as CEO, he stated, while the decision to leave CMSD was not easy, it was not an easy one, the time and conditions are right for the mayor and the board to identify a CEO to lead the district's long-term recovery from the pandemic to build on the gains, notice I said gains, we achieved during a remarkable historic period in K through 12 education. Mr. Gordon, we thank you for everything you've done for the school district, Please join me and give it a standing ovation, a standing ovation, a standing ovation, standing ovation to CEO Eric Gordon for his work with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District.
Sit down. Well, good evening, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, sisters and brothers, cousins, friends and family. Buenas noches, mamás y papás, abuelos y abuelas, tías y tíos, hermanas y hermanos, primos, amigos y familiares. Felicitaciones a la clase de 2023. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Before I bring my brief remarks this evening for our graduates and your families, I would like to ask all of our CMSD educators, those that are facing history new tech educators, and those that are educators in any role in the district, to please stand and be recognized for the parts you've played to help these young people get to this destination today. Up. You made me do it. Unfortunately, right now, educators are not given the respect that they deserve in this country, but in this city, we have the best faculty that we can put in front of our kids, and I am very proud of every one of our CMSD educators. Please thank them one more time. So students, they should never let me off a leash. So this is, you heard Principal Reddick say, this is my last year in the district after 12 years as CEO, which means I'm a senior too. But I actually started in the district in 2007, before any of you were even in preschool. And so I've had the pleasure of watching you grow up for my whole career. When I visited primary schools, intermediate schools, middle schools, high schools, and to see you here today. And so the time I have, I want to take just a couple of minutes to hopefully leave something that you'll take with you as kids that I consider my kids that I've watched grow up. This is going to be a great interaction opportunity, so if you have your phone or those old things called a camera, you'll want to grab them out because we're going to do a couple of things together that I think you'll really enjoy and give you some nice photo memories. So first of all, I want you to stand up where you are. Just stand up. All right. And I want you to put your right hand as high as you can reach it up into the air. High as you can reach it. All right, your other right hand. Oh, there you go. Okay, so at the count of three, at the count of three, I'm going to give you the next instruction. And when I count to three, that's when you're going to want to take your picture because something really cool is going to happen. So you've got your hands up as high as you can get them. And on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, go higher. Did you see what happened? So what they all saw out there is you said you had your hand as high as you could go, and then when I said go higher, the whole room went up another 6 inches. So either you're all liars, which is highly unlikely, or there's something else going on. Have a seat. Have a seat. Here's the other thing we're going to do. This time I need you to close your eyes. So if you can still see me, your eyes aren't closed. And I want you to listen now to the next sound that you hear. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the sound I need them to hear. I need you to get on your feet and holler your baby's name because they're about to graduate from Facing History New Tech High School. Take the roof off this place. This is your little kindergartner that was missing their teeth. This is your middle school kid. Come on, they're up here, seniors. That wasn't bad, but we need to hear it all the way over in old Brooklyn. Come on now, come on. One more time, come on now. Take the roof off Service Hall. So why did we do all that? There must be a point. So I know that there are some of you sitting here right now about to get your diploma that didn't think you were going to be here. You are the pandemic kids. You're the kids that went home early freshman year, had sophomore year remote, little bit of hybrid, had a rough re-entry year when we had the second round of coronavirus, and you're here. But I know that some of you thought, I'm not going to make it. I may not be able to get that last credit that I need. I may not pass that OST, might not get that seal, might not get those hours. I can't make it. Worse, I know that there are people out there, not in here, but out there, that told you don't belong to be here because you're black or Hispanic or an immigrant or a woman, or because you maybe grew up in poverty, or because you went to an urban city school. But here's what else I know. They are wrong. They're wrong. This diploma that you are going to pick up in just a few minutes is the same diploma that every student in the state of Ohio is picking up in May and June of this year. It is not different. It is not less. They are wrong. So as someone who has watched you grow up, I wish that I could take away your doubt of yourself. I wish when you go forward to your next thing, college, your career, whatever it is, that you won't ever again say, I can't do this, I'm not going to make it. Further, I wish that I could make sure no one ever again tried to tell you where you're not allowed to live, the college you're not allowed to be in, the job you're not allowed to have, the person you're not allowed to love. But you know what? The haters are going to hate. So when you start doubting yourself, or when someone dares to try and get in your way, what I can give you is to remember this moment. Close your eyes. Remember what it felt like, not just sounded like, but felt like, to feel that love pouring over you. And then I want you to open your eyes, I want you to stand up, and I want you to go higher. Congratulations to the class of 2023 Facing History New Tech.
Eric Gordon, we have a small token. Teachers, please stand. East Tech, Facing History, New Tech High School. Yes, you will not be sleepy tonight when you leave here. We have a small token that we want to give you. We want to say thank you for selecting to work with Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and that new Facing History New Tech is within that district. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to recognize our scholars for some of their achievements this year, and there were a lot of them. Cleveland has a new program where you can be a Say Yes Scholar, and the students get to go to school tuition free. But it does still require some steps that you have to take to be a part of the program. And I would like to say that 80% of our students are Say Yes Scholars. I'm going to have our Say Yes Scholars stand as I call their names. All of them have selected a higher education institution to attend, and they're planning to attend in the fall. So, Jaden Allen. Thank you. Debbie Eves. Jason Hardio. Sean Henderson. Alexander Geraldo. Kaden Gorelchek. Alicia Correa. Yadriel Lozada Vega. Hilaris Miranda. Danielise Ortiz Camacho. Mario Pauletta. Ruben Rivera Quinones. Joshua Sanchez. Jaylene Santos. Adriana Uracino. Mary Elise Vasquez. Amir Wingfield. And Brian Wetzel. There were a few students who Say Yes scholarships came through just like really last minute. No, I just was about to tell them. Oh, okay. There were a few students who Say Yes scholarships came through kind of last minute because of a mix-up, but it was Janishli Damish. These are all of our Say Yes scholars from this year. Can we give them another round of applause? Okay, you can be seated. Thank you. I would next like to honor our top 10 scholars, and I'm going to go from 10 to number 1 because there's a few special things I would like to say about our salutatorian and our valedictorian. So with no further ado, here it is. Mary Elise Vasquez. Jaylene Santos. Joshua Sanchez. Isiana Rodriguez. Danielise Ortiz Camacho. Hilaris Miranda. Jason Hardio. Debbie Eves. All right, so our salutatorian this year is Ruben Rivera Quinones. Ruben is a student who, he just takes a special place in your heart. Ruben has like this really tough exterior and you're just like, I don't know if this kid really likes me or really want to work with me, but he's really smart. He's really a go-getter. He tries really hard and he achieves. And he doesn't ask for accolades when he does outstanding things. Our valedictorian this year is Jaden Allen. Jaden acquired over $100,000 in scholarship dollars himself. He applied to almost every school. He's so humble. He doesn't brag. He doesn't boast. He has this really unique characteristic about himself. He calls himself socially awkward, but you know, as facing history, we really do love him there. You'll get a chance to hear from Jaden a little bit later, but can we give our top 10 scholars another round of applause? Oh, Jaden, you're up. Jaden Allen, our valedictorian, is about to say his commencement speech.
All right. Well, I know it's a cliche move to start out your speech with thank yous, but I'm going to do it anyway. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to all the staff that made an impact on me or anyone else. You know who you are. So I want to start from the beginning. Coming to Facing History New Tech, I had high expectations. And since my big sister came here and had nothing but good things to say about our school, my freshman year was going well. However, at this point, there were little to no extracurriculars, especially due to the size of the school. I was socially awkward, so the lack of students wasn't an issue to me, and I didn't necessarily want to involve myself in any activities. I essentially just treated school like it was a job. Then the lockdown hit. It's almost annoying to talk about anymore. However, it took up a large amount of our high school experience. The last 2 months of freshman year, all of sophomore year, and even a little bit of junior year, but things got better. Coming back to Facing History was very different. I'm not exactly sure on how true it is, but we seem to have very few students compared to before the lockdown, as well as a large portion of our teachers were either transferred out or left. There were also even less extracurriculars. In fact, almost none. So it's almost like we had to start over. I believe that the people make this place, though, what it is. If it wasn't for Facing History New Tech, I wouldn't have met the friends that I have that I can't even describe how grateful I'm for. I also have some great relationships with some of my teachers, which I'm also grateful for. And I know all they really had to do was teach me if they really wanted to. One thing that I see that I think we should continue are these personal connections, as I see these as just as important as our overall education. Another thing I believe is that we have far more field trips and school events over other schools. Even though a lot of resources we've advocated for haven't quite made it, I think they will, if we have up-and-coming classes advocating for them. We now have some extracurriculars and trips such as the Costa Rica one coming up, which is a nice start. I also hope that in the future that we advocate for better facilities from the district and the district supports us more. Reiterating what I said, I hope that upcoming classes pick up where we left off and continue to support Facing History New Tech. I also hope that I see our current class doing nothing but winning. You know, making their money, enjoying their job, living wherever they want. I hope everything goes up from here. To everyone in the crowd today, take care of yourself. Take care of your family, take care of your friends, take care of your partners, take care of yourself, because that's what's most important. All right, I now introduce Isiana Rodriguez.
Hello. Thank you to the teachers, staff, parents, and other scholars with me today for these high school years and everything that they were. I also want to personally thank friends and family for making this possible and for all the support and for being here to watch us take this big leap ahead. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I'm grateful that we made it this far, to know that we kept it together for this long no matter what and obstacles that came our way. During our freshman year, we stopped going to school because of the COVID pandemic. I know we had a hard time, but we didn't let that stop us. It was hard going back and feeling all that stress. It felt like something new. Good or bad, I will always remember this class. This is the start of a new chapter in our lives as we grow up. Not everyone can make it through high school, whether it be because of family problems or a lack of motivation, but we did. I believe we're all connected and have gotten so close to each other. I find that beautiful. I know we're a small school, but we are mighty. We are now part of this real world, and maybe one day we will have children and be adults and make a difference. I know it's a scary and cruel world out there, but with the help of each other and everything we learned, we are capable of getting through anything and making the world a better place. Everything that we have learned will have purpose. This is one of the achievements of many. Wherever you may go, this is the beginning of our journey. I would have never thought I would make it this far. I would have never thought I would be as close to my classmates as I am now. You guys have accepted me as a whole as I do for you all. No matter what this life brings you, know you are loved. I also want to thank my mom for pushing me. You are the only role model I have in my rock. You never doubted me, and for that I love you. Michael Josephson, founder of the Institute of Ethics in Los Angeles, California, said, "Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go. But don't forget to enjoy the journey." I think no matter what, we should enjoy this moment before going forward, and we should all be proud of ourselves. This class of 2023 has made it through. Thank you. Gladys Miranda will now introduce the speaker notes.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Natoya Walker Minor. Natoya is an executive leader with a proven track record of leading through change, ideation, execution of innovative strategies, and a thought leader on community-wide collaborations. Since March 2021, Natoya has served as the Deputy General Manager, Administration and External Affairs for the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority. In this capacity, she is responsible for governmental relations, implementing diversity, equity, and inclusion, driving the organizational brand, and leveraging relationships to connect the community. During her career, she has established a track record of leading public-private philanthropic partnerships inclusive of corporate and senior-level executives, union leaderships, nonprofits, and community members for social impact, politically savvy with the ability to fundraise, influence, building relationships with C-suite executives, philanthropy, and other international and external stakeholders. Natoya Foundation for Leadership is predicated in understanding systems, leading with vulnerability, effective communication, and presentation. Natoya holds a bachelor's degree in political science, a master's of public administration, and a doctorate in executive leadership. An advocate for lifetime learning, Natoya has earned executive leadership certificates from Georgetown University, Nonprofit Management, and the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, senior executives in state and local government. Natoya is civically engaged and an alumnus of the American Marshall Memorial Fellow, serves on numerous boards, and a member of Delta Sigma Theta, Order of Eastern Star, and is a proud graduate of Cleveland Public Schools.
Good evening. I am so glad to be here, and I just want to turn to look at the graduates and say, I am so proud of you. I am so excited for you, and this is the beginning. This is the beginning. You will strive higher, go further, and never, ever allow anyone to put doubt into your mind. You have been called, this class of 2023, to lead with bold assurance. It is yours. It is yours. This doesn't mean that you will not have trials or make mistakes, but each of you were called to be difference makers. Making a difference is your destiny. You cannot run from it. So get comfortable being a disruptor or being socially awkward as you disrupt for social justice, economic justice, and advocating for the rights of fellow humans. How do I know this? Because we, the people, continue to strive for the core values and ideals outlined in the preamble of the Constitution. It was a hot day in Philadelphia in 1787 when the Founding Fathers wrote the preamble of the United States Constitution. What is the preamble? It's an introduction to the highest law of the land, one that people from every country, near and far, every continent, strive to get to this land, the land of the free, the home of the brave. The preamble does not define government powers or individual rights. Rather, it establishes in a 52-word paragraph the 7 articles and 27 amendments in the Constitution. We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union, to establish justice, to ensure domestic tranquility, to provide for the common defense, to promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. Those are the core values that we strive for as Americans: a democratic government, effective governance, justice, freedom, equality. We, the people, affirms that the government exists to serve its citizens, you and I, all of us. It's a vision that all Americans have rights and freedoms and access and opportunity. The pursuit for a more perfect union is embedded in social and economic prosperity, progress. You, the graduates, have been trained, equipped, and prepared. Dare to lead, dare to dream, dare to do, dare to create that more perfect union. As you lead in all spaces that you occupy, may you lead with grace, humility, a commitment to humanity, an awareness of environment and society. You were created for a time such as this, a time to lead, a time to disrupt antiquated and divisive ideology, a time to continue making strides towards freedom and justice and equity and inclusion for everyone. This moment right now requires critical and conscientious thinkers, doers. We still in this country are confronted by the problems that have plagued us for centuries: education, health, employment, and housing. You, in your role as a graduate, must be willing to do the homework to continue to strive towards that more perfect union. It won't be easy, but you can do it. Don't ever limit yourselves. Don't ever compromise. Do not have self-imposed limitations. Free your mind knowing that you were born to win, born to lead, and born to make a difference. Stand up against bigotry and hate. Stand up against every ism, every injustice. Stand up against racism and those that fight against immigration and poverty and discrimination and homophobia and sexism. Stand up. Stand up for people. It matters. It matters. In 1987, in Soweto, Africa, Poet Laureate June Jordan said it this way: "We are the ones that we've been waiting for." It was a poem that stood up against apartheid. Today, we too must stand up and have the courage and the fortitude and the grit to boldly stand up for humanity, knowing that science is real, that love is love, that without a doubt, every life matters. Be inclusive, be reflective, care about people, invest in relationships. Yes, it's still true today. You are, New Tech class of 2023, are the ones that we are waiting on. It's not a burden, but it is a calling on your lives, a calling to make the future better, a calling to know that your activities, whether you go to college or a tech school or into construction or into the military or into the workplace, the calling is clear. Be a difference maker. Graduates of New Tech High School, you have been trained and prepared to lead. Know your inherent worth. Boldly take your rightful position in this society. Lead and make a difference in all spaces that you occupy. Lead, and in all you do, lead with purpose.
On behalf of the Facing History New Tech graduating class of 2023, we would like to present you with a token of appreciation for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you so much for coming. At this time, I would ask for the principal, Ms. Reddick, Lisa Thomas, to come to the podium for certification and acceptance of Facing History New Tech class.
At this time, we're getting to certify, and it is nice to do such an honorable thing. Our children have worked hard. Now, working hard was not working hard every day, but when they work, they work. So, if you are an educator on stage, please rise. Please rise. The educators on stage. And please remain standing during the conferring of the diplomas. We are pleased to share that as they pick up their diplomas, graduates will also receive a certificate from CMSD to pick up a free laptop from PC for People to take with them into their digital journey beyond high school. You're next. Doris Reddick.
Yes, thank you. Principal Reddick, Class Advisor Stevens, members of the faculty, do you attest to the fact that these students have satisfactorily completed the requisite course of study prescribed by the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, the Board of Education of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and the Ohio Department of Education?
I certify that all students on this stage today have met all the educational requirements of the state of Ohio and the Cleveland Metropolitan School District and have passed all of the required parts of the Ohio graduation and the Ohio State test. These students are now ready to receive their diplomas.
Then, as a result of that attestation, I, Dr. Lisa Thomas, have the high honor to bestow upon you, the members of the Facing History New Tech 2023 graduating class, your high school diploma, along with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You can be seated. Hold on. All right, it's almost about that time. You gonna say, you're right? Okay. Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yes, thank you. All right. Our first graduate, woo, Jaden Allen. Angel Lewis Camacho Jr.
Yodairis Carrión Padilla. Alicia Correa. Janesli Dominich.
Isis Ellis. Debbie Marie Eves. Naomi Figueroa. Kaden Goralchek. Jeffrey Graspy.
Jason Noah Hardew. Sean Hendrickson. Alexander Javier Hiraldo.
Paris Kane. Kevin Joel Loriano.
Yadriel Esaí Lozada Vega. Kelaris Paola Miranda. Danielis Milagros Ortiz Camacho.
Mario Pauletta.
Rubén Yadier Rivera Quiñones. Isayana Taina Rodríguez. Joanelis Alondra Rodríguez Marrero.
Joshua Sanchez. Jaylene Nicole Santos.
Adriana Ursino. Marielis Vasquez.
Brian Wetzel. Amir Wingfield.
On behalf of the Board of Education of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, on behalf of Mayor Justin Bibb and Chief Executive Officer Eric S. Gordon. I wish to congratulate the young men and women of Facing History New Tech class of 2023. I also wish to congratulate the parents and families and friends that are here in the audience. I know what a journey this has been, how proud you all must be. And let's give them another round of applause and bring them back in 4 years to be our new leaders.
At this time, we ask all graduating seniors to please stand.
The tassel is worn on the right side of the mortarboard as a symbol of change. I hereby declare the Facing History New Tech class of 2023 to be graduates of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. You may now move your tassel to the right side of your mortarboards as a sign that you are alumni of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we share in this celebration of children's achievement. At this time, please make sure the aisles are clear. Allow the graduates to recess. Graduates, please stand and follow the principal and podium guests. We're also asking that you stay in here for one moment after the graduates get outside because they want to do a special photo to commemorate this moment. So we'll give you some directions when it's time for you to be released. So at this time, podium guests, principals, and graduates, you may stand and process out.